Welcome back to our English podcast. I'm Lucy, here to guide you through another fun and practical lesson.
And I'm Mike. Today we'll show you how to improve your English by describing what you see around you. This simple exercise is powerful for expanding vocabulary and boosting speaking confidence.
Absolutely, Mike. You don't need fancy tools or a lot of time. Just look around you and let's get started.
Lucy, why do you think describing your surroundings is so effective?
Great question, Mike. It helps you think in English and connect words to real objects, making learning more natural and fun.
That's right. It also improves your observation skills and teaches you how to describe everyday things. That's right. It also improves your observation skills and teaches you how to describe everyday things.
Let's try it together. I'll describe what I see around me. I see a blue coffee mug on my desk. There's a small notebook and a black pen next to it. Behind the desk, there's a tall bookshelf filled with colorful books.
Great description, Lucy. Now, listeners, pause for a moment and look around you. What do you see? Try to describe it out loud.
Don't worry if your sentences are short. Start with simple phrases like, I see a chair, it's brown. You'll get better with practice.
Here's a tip. Focus on details. For example, instead of saying, I see a phone, you could say, I see a silver phone with a cracked screen.
Let's give them another example, Mike. Look around you. What do you see?
I see a green plant in a white pot. It's on a wooden table by the window. The sunlight is shining on its leaves.
Wonderful. Did you notice how Mike included colors, materials, and even actions like shining? That's what makes descriptions more vivid. Now it's your turn. We'll guide you step by step.
Start with the objects. Say, I see a, and name one object near you.
Great. Now, add some details. What color is it? What is it made of?
For example, I see a red book. It's hardcover and has a picture of a mountain on the cover.
Pause the podcast and try it now. Don't rush. Take your time to observe and describe. Now it's time for the advanced challenge. We're going to practice describing a scene in more detail.
That's right. Let's give you a few examples to guide you, and then you'll try it on your own.
Imagine you're looking at a busy street. You could describe it like this. I see a crowded street filled with honking cars and buzzing motorbikes. People are walking quickly, some carrying shopping bags and others chatting on their phones. A street vendor is selling fresh fruits on the corner, and there's a faint smell of roasted peanuts in the air.
To practice, pause and describe a street near you. Start by mentioning the vehicles, the people, and any specific activities happening. Don't forget to include sounds, smells, or even the weather.
Now let's describe a park. I see a lush green park with tall trees and colorful flowers. Children are laughing and playing on the swings, while an elderly couple is sitting on a bench feeding the birds. A jogger is running along the path, and you can hear the crunch of leaves underfoot.
Here's how you can practice. Look out of your window or picture a park you visited. Focus on the people, their actions, and even the small details like how the light hits the trees or the sound of footsteps on the path.
Let's try another example. This time, a cozy cafe. I see a small cafe with warm yellow lights glowing through the windows. Inside, there are wooden tables with neatly arranged chairs, and the air smells of freshly brewed coffee. A barista is making lattes behind the counter while customers are chatting softly. On the wall, there's a blackboard with today's menu written in colorful chalk.
To practice, think of a cafe you've been to. Describe what it looked like, smelled like, and even how it felt to be there.
Now, it's your turn. Look around you and choose one of these scenarios. Start simple. What furniture do you see? What colors stand out? Are there any objects that catch your attention? Example. I see a brown sofa with soft cushions, a small glass coffee table, and a vase with fresh flowers.
What's outside? Are there cars, trees, people, or buildings? Add sounds, movements, and even the weather. Example. Outside my window, I see a tall building with large windows. A man is walking his dog, and a bird is perched on a branch.
Describe a place you've been to or imagine one. Think about every sense. What do you see, hear, smell, or feel? Example. I remember standing on a beach with soft white sand. The waves were crashing gently, and the salty sea breeze touched my face.
Pause the podcast and try describing one of these scenarios. Take your time and include as many details as you can.
To make your descriptions even better, try these tips. Use adjectives and adverbs. Words like soft, gentle, colorful, or quietly add more depth. Think about actions. What's happening in the scene? Use action verbs like running, waving, shining, or drifting. Engage your senses. What do you hear, smell, or even feel?
And don't worry about being perfect. The more you practice, the better you'll get.
Great job today, everyone. Keep practicing and try to describe something new every day.
Share your descriptions with a friend or even record yourself. You'll be amazed at how much you improve.
Thanks for joining us. Keep observing, keep describing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.